oldest in West Africa, this is the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation, previously service, established in 1934 and re-established in February 1994 as television station by Deputy Chairman of the NPRC and then Chief Secretary of State Captain Julius Maada Bio, aimed to benefit the people of Sierra Leone. Since then to now, the service has been rendering trusted and consistent information through radio and television broadcasting with its wide-reaching coverage of all shades of opinion, various ethnicities, religions, and regions. On the 15th June 2010, the institution became a public broadcaster commissioned by former President Anis Bai Koroma and UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon. Since 1934, the country's state broadcaster still utilizes much of the same half-century-old facilities and equipment, even when the world is progressing in technology. From the editing room to the newsroom to the control room and recording studios to its radio and television studios. The visibility of the cables makes the office resemble an electronic workshop in this age of seamless computer interfacing. At the editing room, where the visual product of edited scripts are prepared for upload and broadcast, a single power outage can reverse countless hours of effort with faulty UPS to save edited materials from being lost when the power grid goes down.
Change over!
Unalali generator!
Generator, what you?
In this age, all programs and presentation at the SLBC are done with paper, with a faulty teleprompter and no electronic tablets or devices. As recent as February 2026, the office still battles with basic ink to print new script. This is the output of the printer. The newsroom, which is the backbone of any broadcasting house, has only 2 effective computers used by over 20 reporters. Delay in request approval has crippled the engineering unit to fix some of the faulty equipment at the office. The camera unit, which is another vital aspect in a broadcasting house, has 7 official cameras with limited battery capacities, no boom mic, and lacks support equipment that provides more than enough reason while the SLBC hasn't been meeting audience expectation. The office vehicles have all been grounded, with brain box, wheel shafts, and starter problems among many. The SLBC has nothing to write home about since 1934, when the institution started operations as the West African Radio Diffusion Hub, even with the manpower and expertise of staff. Sadly, the state of the office is a reflection of the conditions of staff. In this age where the cost of living is expensive, it might be shocking to know that staff at SLBC still receive between 700 and 800 leones, which is less than $50 a month, while the majority are grappling with barely $100 monthly. Staff that have worked for the past 20 to 30 years at the SLBC, including the deceased, have nothing to write home about, with no organogram for promotion and no credible methods to improve status and conditions of living.
When I covered at the UK 1996, I will take part in the war and TRC report. 800 years for months, and when we get picking at the go school, again I get picking with the seat was and Baker. 800 years, what I need to do for person? They would appeal to the Director General and the government, let them see to restrain. Pay good and come, feed the picking them, and you know you shake me.
My name is James School. I be okay at SLBS 1987, and we shall be paid, not us full. That's in Babylon as SLBS. But I don't go SLBC now. The money what they get now, they get 1,500,000. Now they get now a salary.
The position changed for messenger?
No, nothing. Are they arresting? 30
as waiting
as a cleaner messenger.
Okay, so what do you feel about their staff in this institution?
When I just feel so embarrassed, but anyway, everything I left my case to God. I need to fight my case for me.
No promotion, no day. By right, I forgot to messenger, senior messenger, but nothing. Expo the camera, and I'm in me. Me messenger cleaner, SLBC, SLBC. So the salary on them they pay me na 1,315,000.
Okay.
But that money they take cut na seat. In na seat only the cut. I know that most percent to the pool. Na 600 or 700 now they get me salary every month. The pension what I receive, na what they receive, na 600 leave. And na my pension. What they owe me pension, they say they all me they pay na seat for me. You know me they pay well. Na seat give me 9 million.
Over the years, SLBC has lost brains and seasoned broadcasters in the like of Hawa Barry, Patrick Salia, Alice Maima Thompson, Anne Marie Gebai, Johnny King, and Esther Marie Samora, among many who resigned due to poor conditions of service and other internal issues, with no iota of regrets as the institution keeps retrogressing gradually. Many board members have been appointed since then till date, but their contributions does not seem to reflect on the institution nor its staff. The institution, since its inception, has been headed by over 10 Director Generals. However, the last 3 Director Generals after the institution became a corporation were Elvis Barnaboom, who served from 2010 to 2017, Joseph Ibenda Kapua, who served for a subsequent 7 years, and Josephine Fatima Kamara, who assumed office in 2024. A house with a faulty foundation, they say, requires time as Josephine continues to patch and cover loopholes to meet audience's expectation through lobbying and partnerships. In 2025, an infight which resulted to anti-corruption investigation indicated shortcomings for many directorates of the SLBC. Even after the appointment of Josephine Fatima Kamara, the situation continues, which resulted to strike action by staff. Notable senior vacancies at the SLBC include Legal Affairs Director, Board Consultant, Director of Administration and Human Resources, and the Director of Broadcasting and Public Affairs. There is no deputy position in any directorate except for the office of the Director General. Many promises have been made by the Ministry of Information. The most recent among many was the assurance by Minister Chernoba that salary increment will take effect in January 2026, which staff are currently waiting on. Looking at the growth of other media houses in recent times, the SLBC, as a state broadcaster, is looking forward for urgent refurbishment and revitalization.